We're in round 3. We're going to keep this hand. We don't have a blue mana, but we're on the draw. We have a Reproach. I think it's worth keeping. This hand could get real good with a blue mana. Okay. Opponent decides to mulligan. We're going to keep. See if we can't rip a blue mana. I see. All right. All right. Gonna go with the second bridge here. A bit awkward, but it's okay. Okay, well, good Reproach target, I guess. Ah, blue mana now. USOB. All right, we're gonna go Sky Spawner. I could leave up the Reproach for the Herald, but I don't like it. All right, I think I'd rather Reproach a Channeler, to be honest. Although, I guess with Tide Drifter, I probably don't even have to, huh? This is actually interesting. I think I'll just get in for 3. I can aggressively use Reproach when he's tapped out. I mean, it's a good trade. And if he takes the extra damage, it's nice too. Now we don't even have to use Reproach, because we get to just go Tide Drifter pass. Could have actually gone Coastal Discovery, but it was good damage prevention. I mean, we definitely telegraphed that we have Reproach, unless I'm the bravest man in the world. Akum Firebird. All right. Getting in with everything. I see. Well, let's block here. And Reproach here. He can keep the Herald. Can Tightening Coils the Firebird too. Which makes some sense. I probably just went Deathless Behemoth here, because it's a big boy. Guess I could have gone Coastal Discovery, but that's all right. All right. Sentinel seems pretty beatable. Got Tightening Coils for the Firebird, lest we forget. Ooh, that's pretty nice too, actually. So I guess we can go Coastal Discovery now. Let's just get in for 8. All right. No cards left in my opponent's hand. I guess we can just Tightening Coils the Firebird now, set up for a Coastal Discovery next turn. Or I can Coastal Discovery now, set up for a Tidecaller plus Tightening Coils next turn. That might actually be better. Take a little bit of damage here, but all in all, I think it's worth it. Can also not Tightening Coils the Firebird. It has to attack each turn. but I guess he can get it back with landfall, so maybe that's not as good. Can't quite do adverse conditions plus Tidecaller. I can, but it costs me... I can do this patient, I guess. I'm not in a big rush. We're definitely handling winning this at the moment. I think we'll just go for the adverse conditions play. I like it slightly more. Alright. Well, can't quite Tidecaller plus Awaken Coastal Discovery, so I think we'll just bash. Tidecaller. I don't have to show my opponent Tidecaller, though, do I? Alright, let's chill on the Tidecaller, actually. If I don't have to show my opponent Tidecaller, I don't see a reason to do so. My opponent's got a lot of things to deal with at the moment, yeah. Alright, well, panned out better for us. We didn't have to show my opponent. Anything else? Playing against blue-red. Certainly see some Devoid spells in here. Sentinel, Herald. But he's got Mythic Firebird, Stone Fury removal. Channeler's good. Couple Cascades. Interesting. And Green Splash. Not sure what for yet. Maybe Beastmaster or something. I guess it could be... I don't know, actually. There's not a lot of Devoid green. You got your Eyeless Watchers, your Scion generators and stuff, but definitely keeping Smite after seeing Channeler. But maybe we just assume my opponent's got some more 4 power guys in there somewhere. All right, whatever. Okay. Opponent's mulliganing again. We're going to keep this. Opponent's going to 5. Going to 4. Keeping it 4. All right. On the play. Keeping a no-lander on the play. Oh, I was going to say. That would have blown my mind. All right. Guess we can start it off with a Sandstone Bridge. Sanctum of Ugin. Interesting. Probably don't need to Tightening Coils a Kozilek's Sentinel. Alright, I think we can... I guess we're not in a big rush to play the second Sandstone Bridge. Whatever. Not attacking. Well, I don't mind that, I guess. So I guess the plan is Sentinel into Coastly Discovery. Coastly Discovery. I don't think my opponent can afford to play around a Gideon's Approach, by the way. Alright, it's a bit unfortunate, but happens. Alright, take Take a little bit of damage. We go land, discovery. Draw some cards. Get a dude. Alright, it's unfortunate. Happens. Tidecaller. Well, that's not unfortunate. It's actually really nice. So why don't we go Tidecaller, get Discovery back, Sky Spawner, pass. Alright. I'm willing to trade a Tidecaller for an island when my opponent's got 2 cards left in his hand. And 1 blue source. Looks like my opponent is not willing to. Guess we go bridge, Sky Spawner. I'm not gonna. The reason I didn't play an untapped land for the Coastal Discovery is I don't think it matters, because I wouldn't attack with a 4/4 anyway, and I'd still rather put it on the bridge for even more value. I'm actually gonna have to discard here. Too much value for my own good. Alright, I guess we can dump a land. Sure. Still gonna block and kill the island. I think it just costs our opponent more than it costs us. My opponent has 1 card in hand. Yeah, that definitely costs my opponent more. Alright, let's go retreat. Land. Get a dude. Play a Sky Spawner. Swing with Sky Spawner. Pass. And next turn we're gonna deal a pretty absurd amount of damage. Guess Boiling Earth is a board wipe. Scour from the Existence, on the other hand, a lot less intimidating, although he does get to activate Sanctum. See what he searches for. It's a colorless creature card. Endless One. Well, not bad. Not quite good enough. It's a horrible attack. We'll take it. Horrible attack for him. Amazing attack for us. Okay, so buff our dude. Get in with our dudes. Oh, I should have sheer dropped pre-combat. My mistake. Too much of in a rush. Too much of in a rush. I speak amazing English, guys. I don't know if you knew that. right? Not playing the endless one. That is fascinating. Could I have played adverse there? Gotten the extra dude for lethal? Perhaps. Actually, there was no reason to play the Pilgrim's Eye there. I have adverse conditions anyway, though. If he has Boiling Earth, it actually doesn't matter. Alright, well, looks like we barely beat our opponent's mull to 4, so that was interesting. Yeah, my opponent mulled to 4 and did just fine this whole game. I thought our deck was really good. We did win the draft. Round 2 and 3 opponent had some serious mana issues, but I guess we had mana issue match 1, game 2, so it happens. It happens to everybody in Magic. Unfortunately, it is just one of those things that everybody has to compete against. But yeah, I thought our deck was great. Very nice looking blue-white flyer list. Played pretty well for us. I'm still playing kind of sloppy. I'm not sure why. Hopefully my play starts improving here pretty soon, since the next draft will be an 8-4. So, all right. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you for the next one.